the song I wrote called My ID. And to me, the song is corny as hell. You know, it's just, that's how I feel about it. But it's got a really interesting story behind it. It's a true story to a degree. What happens, when I come home from Iraq, I was 20, and most of my friends were 21 and older. And then they were all wanting to go to the bar, and I couldn't go to the bar with them. I kept getting kicked out for fake IDs. And
you done served in Iraq.
Right, and it really pissed me off.
It would.
So I went to and I'd been kicked out of the brick house like 4 different times or 4 different fake IDs at this point. And so here I am, 20 years old, and I get sloppy drunk before I ever even leave the house. I mean, we'd sit there and drink like a bottle of whiskey and no telling how many beers. And I walk into the brick house, and the bartender's like, dude, we know who you
really?
are. He's like,
no glasses, no hat's going to fix this deal. Yeah.
He was like, you are not coming in here unless I see some ID. And like I said, I was sloppy drunk thinking theatrics, you know, what would work in the movies. And I just ripped my old dog tags off and threw them on the bar. And I said, there's my fucking ID, you know. And so the Jonesboro Police Department escorted me and my dog tags outside. And so the next day, of course, I'm extremely hungover, and I'm in psychology class, and I should have been paying attention, but instead I was writing this song. So anyway, it's called My ID. Like I said, it's true in the fact of the situation. I personally was never wounded or anything, but I put that in the song because you have guys that are 18, you know, and will lose 2 legs and an arm.
Absolutely.
And still can't buy a pistol, you know, so...
yeah.
So I took that concept because, you know, like I said, there were people who were greatly affected by it, you know, their service, and were still, in the eyes of the government, deemed not responsible enough for a beer or a pistol. But
they can give their life.
But at 18, you can go over and handle a fully automatic, you know, M2 HB, 50 cal.
There's no argument that can justify it.
So
no, absolutely not.
But this is one of those old songs. Like I said, I should have rehearsed some of these before I come here so I could remember them, but I do remember this one. Well, I made it home back in August, and I went to the bar with the boys to slam a few back and talk a little trash and get rowdy and make some noise. Well, I walked up to the counter, and that bartender looked back at me. He said, boy, you don't look a day over 20, so I need to see some ID. Well, there's a scar on my right shoulder from a 200-pound IED. I got 2 Purple Hearts and a limp when I walk from the bullet that tore through my knee. So I'm gonna hand you my dog tags, and that's all that you need to see. 'Cause I'm old enough to die for this country, and mister, that's my ID. When my boots hit the sand, I was 19, and I turned 20 in those streets, just walking around with the sun beating down and God's watchful eyes over me. And on the day that I took my bullet, my best friend, he took 3, but he never cried. He just laid down and died, and he was the same age as me. And there's a scar on my right shoulder from a 200-pound IED. I got 2 Purple Hearts and a limp when I walk from the bullet that tore through my knee. So I'm gonna hand you my dog tags, and that's all that you need to see. 'Cause 'cause I'm old enough to die for this country. And mister, that's my ID.
Wow.
Yeah.
Very good. I got chill bumps, man. I did too.